All right guys, so we got this Aventador in, so we already unloaded it. It's been sitting in the shop already for a few days already. By the time we figured out what the customer wanted, talked to him about all the options, and he specifically asked me, Dennis, drive the Aventador. I'm like, why? I mean, sure, but like, why? Because Aventador is not my favorite, and he wanted to just make sure that everything is good, because we've driven a few Aventadors, so kind of know what a dialed in one seems like. So we're gonna drive it and we're gonna see what it's like. Right now we're actually gonna drive it to Diamond Autosport to pick up a few badges, because we're doing some G-Wagon seats for them. You're also gonna see that. And right over there we got a Huracan that we also just got in. We'll also show you guys a little bit more about that. But two Lambos, full interiors, a couple other full interior cars. And we're also gonna show you what we're doing with the inside of the shop, because we're changing everything around, moving things around so that it looks nice, so you guys can come visit, see what we do here. Just make it nice for everybody to come by, check us out. So let's get in the Lambo, drive to Diamond. We'll see you there. All right, so we're gonna start this up. We're gonna show you guys the shop a little bit later, probably when we come back, just so kind of to explain what exactly we're doing. But after we pick up these badges and test drive this puppy. So we've driven a few other Aventadors. This one was converted from a regular Aventador to an SVJ. That's why it looks very similar to an SVJ, but obviously it's not an original SVJ. But we are gonna try and make it look more like an SVJ by doing the interior. So we're gonna go through that list of the work order that we printed out for him, kind of what we're gonna do to it, what we're thinking would look best. And it's gonna be very similar to the matte gray one that we did. All of this orange is gonna go. It's just too much, too in your face, kind of. It doesn't match this car at all. It's too plain. It needs to be more crazy. So far so good. I mean, it feels pretty solid. The only thing that I hate about these is the clutch. It's a single clutch, so it's a lot slower. I would prefer a Huracan any day, but we'll see. Maybe we'll drive a real SVJ and maybe that'll change our mind. So this car gets a lot of attention. I forgot, I haven't driven an Aventador in public streets for a while already. And I mean, almost everybody looks at you, waves to you, or smiles to you. It's definitely an interesting feeling. A lot of people sometimes don't like it or like it, but it's a lot of attention. So that's also pretty fun. Since we're still driving, might as well tell you guys a little bit of what we're gonna do here. So the customer really wanted these gray panels. I know a lot of people that own Aventadors. I'm sure that you don't really like this. It looks cheap, it looks like plasticky, even though this is metal, but like all of this stuff around the trim, around the speedometer here, on the steering wheel, and then even on the doors, they have like this gray plastic. It just makes it look super cheap, you know? So he wanted all of these painted in like a piano black, so like a glossy black. So we're gonna do that for him. And then if you look over to the dashboard here, if you can see, you see that it's all leather. So we're gonna be redoing all of this in Alcantara with red stitches. And then if you guys follow our YouTube, the last Aventador that we did, we made the seats look like SVJ seats with the Y on top and then on the bottom. So he wanted that, but with the Y's to be red, everything else Alcantara, and then where there's going to be black Alcantara, we're going to do red stitches on top of it. And then this logo right here, the Lamborghini logo, we're actually going to be embroidering a new logo, same kind, with red stitches on black Alcantara. So it's going to give it like a really nice contrast. So this section right here in the middle, we are also going to be redoing in black Alcantara, and then it has French stitches on the sides that we're going to be making red. So pretty much a lot of this stuff is going to be contrast. Like, so the lower dash connects to this panel right here that we're just going to make black Alcantara, and then this bottom one here, we are actually going to be doing, it's like the armrest on the door panel. We're going to be doing also black Alcantara with red stitches and possibly red piping. So, and I think that's about it. And then, oh, also right here, we also are going to be wrapping this leather trim right here in Alcantara. And I think it's going to look really good after that, because this color right here is really ugly, and it's like a lighter orange color, and it gets dirty really fast. So we're going to be changing that out to black. I think it's going to look a lot better. So we've arrived at Diamond Autosports. They always have some awesome cars out here. New RSQA, newest G63s all day long, Rolls Royces, all that fun stuff. So let's try and hop this curb without smashing the front lip end. So we are driving back now from Diamond Autosport. Actually, I like this one. It feels pretty solid, even though it's not a kit car, but it has a SVJ body kit, still an Aventador. And let's take a listen. Are you ready? Oh, shit. Ah! Anyways, with all seriousness, it's not bad. It's not good, so that means it's nice. What the heck, man? Alright guys, so we are back at the shop. I'll show you the Lambo and the GTR that we have in there in just a sec, but I want to tell you guys first what we're doing, so come on over here. So right now we're rearranging pretty much everything inside the shop, so we're moving where each different thing is done. We're going to be moving that around. So for example, on this side here, we have some of the upholstery stuff that was being done, and then half of that was where all the guys did the seatbelts. So what we're going to be doing is moving all of the upholstery stuff to that side of the shop, and then after that, all the seatbelt stuff is going to be right here. All the shipping for seatbelts is going to be right here for our website, and then on the other side, it's going to be all custom upholstery stuff. So anything interior wise that we do is going to be on that side of the shop, so that we have more of like a split. So right now it kind of looks like a mess, but pretty soon we're going to be clearing all of that up, and I think it's going to look pretty good. So stay tuned for that, for all of the movements and rearrangements that are going to happen. And let me tell you guys about these two cars. Alright guys, so we already started moving things around the shop. I'm going to show you in a little bit, but first I'm going to tell you guys what we're going to be doing first with the Lambo. We're going to be blacking out all the trims, so we're going to take it to a painter right now and see if he can do it. We're going to do a shiny black to match the outsides, but right here behind me, we already started putting up the new shelving up there for all the upholstery material, because we're obviously splitting up into two sides like I said previously. But let's go look at those trim pieces that we're going to be making gloss black. So let's go take a look. All of these pieces, these are the controls that go onto the dashboard. This is one of the navigation trims. It's plastic. It looks super garbage and like super cheap. So we're going to make it look like it's a $300,000 car. So this is all plastic. It looks very basic. They have a few aluminum pieces, like this center piece that goes around here, that we're also doing gloss black. So everything, the Speedometer trim is going to be gloss black. Even the steering wheel trims that go around. It just looks really cheap, really plasticky. So we're going to take care of that, take it to the painter, and see how they come out.
A wrap. We did the steering wheel, door panel, handles, and the seat belts, all 4 of them, and it actually matches real nicely. I'm surprised. The outside just needs to do these door gems and they'll look perfect. So yeah, there you go.
Guys, so we finally finished the Aventador. It's not a real SVJ, it has the SVJ body kit, but that doesn't matter because what we did inside makes it look a lot more like an SVJ than just a regular Aventador. So we did pretty much everything on the inside. We did the dash, we did both seats completely redone, the center console, the door panels, anything with red stitches and Alcantara, we redid completely. So let's take a look inside and see exactly what we did, and we'll dive a little deeper into what we did and the process that goes behind it. All right, so right when you open the door and you look into the car, you notice the seats with that massive red stripe in the middle. So these seats were basically all black leather with like this gray fabric material. It was probably Alcantara at one point, but completely faded and disgusting. So we completely redid the seat, and our new seat skins are skin tight to the actual foam. And then the second thing you notice is these red seat belts. So we changed the seat belts out. They were also black. The steering wheel, you notice right away, we completely redid it in perforated leather with plain leather around with red stitches and that small red stripe on top. And then as I hop in, you'll be able to see a little bit more. Now that we're in the car, we can see a lot better, and we can see everything that was done. So right away, your eyes go to this dash with the red French stitching. All of the logos, all of the plastics, they were painted in piano black. I think it looks better. The gray plastics look really cheap to me. Did the door sills here. These were leather. They were nicked up, people got in and out, messed with them, and we redid these in Alcantara as well to match the dash here, to match the seats. I think the customer's really gonna love it. I really like this interior myself. I like the minimal, more black, more Alcantara, and small bits of color. I think that really goes well with this interior. Not too busy in your eyes, but still looks very nice. I think this car has a very big wow factor on the outside as much as it has on the inside. So enjoy this build. We're gonna have a few other ones. Next car is gonna be a Rolls Royce that we're gonna be doing the interior on, so stay tuned for that, and we'll be pumping out more for you guys. Take care.